Hey everybody, welcome back to Lettermen Row. It's bold predictions and we're all together. We're getting ready for the big one on Saturday at noon, Ohio State and Oregon. I did not win last week because my first bold prediction was about a player who didn't play. That's Berm, Spencer. Zach is back with us as we get ready for this one on Saturday. I'm not going to go first because I missed my Cam Brown prediction. I do expect he's going to play in this game on Saturday, which maybe that qualifies as bold after what I did last week.
I think it does. But also, since he didn't play, were you wrong?
I won't think I was wrong. He definitely would have had a pick six.
It was an NA. It was an NA, right?
But it didn't feel good to start that way.
No, but I mean, that's the way it goes. When you're Austin J. Ward, you start with a lot of NAs on the bold predictions world because you're the worst at it. But I'm the best at it, so let's start here. Travion Henderson runs for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns against Oregon.
Okay. He was pretty good last week, but is he going to need more than the 3 touches he got against Minnesota?
He will do it in more than 3 touches. That is the least bold part of my prediction.
Okay. Spencer.
Wow. You guys told me that we were supposed to do bold predictions like 5 minutes ago. I don't really have them set, so I'm just going to go and wing it.
Wow, really nailing it right here.
Tyreek Smith, 3 sacks. I think Tyreek Smith is due for a huge game. This guy has been ready for a breakout. I think he has 3 career sacks, but he's due for a breakout. He's the kind of guy that we've expected to be next in line in that Lettermen Room for a long time. It's finally going to happen on big noon Saturday against a big-time opponent, against a tackle who's not Penei Sewell.
I thought Oregon's...
How much prep do we normally do for the show, by the way?
I'm still getting used to having to do the improvisational stuff. You told both of us, let's do it. Let's knock out a bold predictions thing.
Also.
Right here.
Zero prep.
We all cover this team. Like, shouldn't you know? It's already the middle of the week.
I was going to say, though, I think that the Oregon offensive line, if you watch that game against Fresno State, they certainly were not like scary like the Minnesota offensive line when you just take a quick look at them. So I'm not saying Spencer's going to be wrong, but I'm not saying he's going to be right either.
Well, I do want to. It doesn't have to be 3 full sacks. Like if it's 1.5, but he's in on 3 sacks, that still counts, right?
Oh, so now we're adding stipulations to it. I'm so confused.
Are you
now
predicting
we're
1.5 sacks or 3
sacks? So
sacks?
if Travion Henderson runs for either 15 yards or 150, I got it correct.
Are
because
you
2 of the 3
as
numbers
long as it's in between those numbers.
Or 3 sacks.
2 of the 3 numbers were correct.
3 sacks.
3 exactly. Okay.
So you know what he could have, Spencer? He could have 2 unassisted sacks and 2 assisted sacks. That would be 3.
Wow. But then he was in on 4. Did you exceed your expectation?
Everyone promised me no math would be
Let's
here.
Go.
I'm so confused.
I'm
still trying to get in on the inside jokes. I love inside jokes. Love to be a part of one someday. But one of these days I'll figure it out. Yeah.
Hey, everybody has to be a rookie once.
The first thing that comes to mind is last week I was watching from the couch. I was on a laptop doing message board stuff. First thing that comes to mind is it was the first time where I actually saw in real time Ohio State fans reacting, panicking, and being very, very level-headed, right? And the CJ Stroud is terrible. Get him off the field after it's his freaking first half of action, actually playing. And then everyone wanted to come after him and everything. Anyway, bold prediction is that he throws for 5 touchdown passes, and Ohio State fans do not start going crazy calling for his head and calling for the backup quarterback or saying this kid doesn't have it after 1 freaking half of football.
Austin,
it was unbelievable.
When Zach says 5 touchdowns for CJ Stroud, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
That he'll get them in the first half.
What
comes to mind for me.
Okay.
So do I have to change it now? I have to say in the first half?
But I digress. Go ahead.
You don't have to.
Boston.
Chris Olave is so freaking good. And I think that...
It's a bold prediction.
I think that Zach... Yeah, it's not a prediction. I'm getting to that. Warming up to it. I think sometimes, and I said this the other day to you guys, it's almost he's taken for granted just how good he is. And I think you're on the right track with a big game for C.J. Stroud, and a big part of that will be Chris Olave. This is the kind of game that he came back for. We know that it's a top 15 matchup.
Plus, it's his dream school.
It was apparently his dream school. I didn't know that. They didn't recruit him. So motivation factor, if we're going to assign a storyline that doesn't
Chip
need
on the old shoulder.
Doesn't need to be there.
Chip Kelly
Chip
on the
Kelly
old
used
shoulder.
to work just to coach there?
Yep, they used to work there, yep.
That was news to me. Anyway, I think Chris Olave will score 4 touchdowns in this game. That will really help C.J. Stroud get to your prediction.
Wow.
He is phenomenal. And then if you see some of these drives that don't end in rushing touchdowns the way you're predicting, Berm, you're going to see some of those design rollouts. the Justin Fields special to Chris Olave. We saw it from C.J. Stroud in the spring game in the Horseshoe. He can do that. Run after the catch from Olave. He's going to do it all. 4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns. So we got 5 touchdown passes, 2 touchdown runs, 4
You
of
said 3. Did you say 2 or 3?
2 touchdowns, 150 yards, 2 scores for Travion Henderson.
Every Buckeyes gonna have an awesome game.
I think
there's a
Ohio
good
State.
chance of that.
I think Ohio State is going to throw 4 touchdown passes,
Ohio State, you said.
and
Ooh.
I think that we
Receiver.
will see either Kyle McCord or Jack Miller throw their first career Ohio State touchdown.
Well, that's not that bold if you're taking 2 different quarterbacks. You just got on
Yeah.
Spencer.
It's bold that we're going to see a second quarterback.
Not really. They're going to win this game by 35 points.
Is that your bold prediction?
It'd be bold if I said 50. I think 35 is
Okay.
just...
I think they're gonna win by at least 3 touchdowns. But is anyone like kind of surprised? I kind of can't believe that was a 14-point spread.
I was very surprised, but I think it's a product of that early season belief that Oregon is actually a top 15 team when I'm not convinced that they are.
Spencer, what do you got next?
Bold prediction number 2. The last time we saw Ohio State in a marquee matchup against a top 15 team, a top 12 team, I guess.
Was Alabama, and they got beat 52-24.
No, I'm talking about in a win.
Oh, that's different.
If you let me finish, Burn.
Let me finish. Can I finish? Okay, I'm finished.
They threw to the tight end quite a lot. I'm predicting 8 tight end catches, 2 of them for touchdowns. Whether that's Jeremy Ruckert, whether that's G. Scott. They tried to get him in on the action on a slipping out from screen blocking, fake screen. Whether they bring that back in, whether it's one of the younger guys or Cade Stover. 8 catches for these tight ends, 2 touchdowns. When it's a bigger game and all the attention goes to those wide receivers, Ryan Day loves to pull in his bag of tricks. And what happens to be in his bag of tricks is the tight ends, just because they don't use them very often. And so 8 catches, 2 tight end touchdowns.
I made my tight end prediction last week, and I don't think that came
work
even
out.
close.
Didn't
Even
come close,
close. I think mine was worse than your prediction, and pretty much always, because at least Cam Brown didn't really have a chance to have yours come through.
Right. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little sore spot, huh? I'm gonna make my first of will probably be many Jackson Smith and Jigba bold predictions. So I mean, we're gonna start off the tally now. 150 yards at least. 8 catches, 150 yards for Jackson Smith and Jigba. You have Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave on each side, and the safeties have to. I mean, so much attention is put on them. We see the middle of the field open up so much. I think that's exactly what's going to happen in this game with JSN in the slot to just open up the middle of the field and for him to rack up a ton of yards. I'm not predicting any scores, but I think he's going to get a lot of production out of this game.
I love it. I think, it's been a long time since Ohio State did, Burn.
Return to punt for a touchdown?
Yeah, Garrett Wilson is going to return
Is that already starting?
for a touchdown on Saturday against Oregon.
This is one of their inside jokes.
The
I know,
first
I know.
one since
I do that one.
2014.
Okay.
It's going to happen this week.
Yeah.
You can mark it down, and next week I will be patting myself on the back.
Here's the thing, though. We watched Travion Henderson on that 72-yard screen pass for a touchdown, and all I could think about, and this is why you guys out there have screwed me up emotionally, because I was watching that on the field, and all I thought of, man, I wish this was a kickoff instead of a screenplay, because I said that Travion Henderson was going to return the opening kickoff of the game for a touchdown, and it's exactly what a kickoff would have looked like if he caught it at the 28-yard line.
He did a lot of this.
Yes.
And that's why I thought it was a foolish prediction.
Yeah, it was surprising that he was so willing to not return the kickoffs. My bold prediction this week, part 3, has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
But it does
Great
have
warm-up.
something to do with Denzel Burke, and he is going to get the interception that he dropped in week 1, and we're going to see the real start now of a player that people are going to be talking about around this place for a long time, because who the heck was the last true corner to start at corner? I don't know. True freshman to start there? I don't know.
True corner to start
True-
at corner. I
true
think they got a
crime.
lot of them.
True
but
crime. Time is
Most
a
of-
flat
I don't
circle.
know.
Most of the corners.
No,
Most of
I'm
the
just
corners-
spitballing.
Most corners have started at corner, so I'm dead on correct in that assessment.
There's not even a Black P. Houther here to rattle you.
Black
like that.
Behalther. I just feel
There's Burns off to a great start.
I just
with these
feel
two
like
this
Denzel
season.
Burke is gonna continue to ride that wave, man. You know?
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Hold sway?
Yeah, gonna hold sway.
All right. I've been known to make bold predictions that
Well, that's the
We
name of
all
the show.
do.
that include Ohio State struggling at times. I did it a little bit last year.
How dare you?
What an idiot.
Spencer's a hater, y'all.
The Oregon quarterback can scoot. He's a pretty quick guy. He's pretty elusive.
He can scoot?
Yes, he can
scoot.
move. He can run.
Is this 1955?
But he's dropping Tim May references. I can make an ode to him with some
All right.
sort of weird verb.
He's
in
been
there.
champing at the bit to do that,
He's
folks.
been champing at the bit to run around a little bit. And so I think Anthony Brown will have 100 rushing yards as a quarterback. It will be in a terrible losing effort. He will be very sore after the game because he won't be able to stay in the pocket. But I do think that Ohio State's going to apply the pressure because he can't throw under pressure. He's going to be able to slip away a few different times. He's going to have 100 yards rushing. And that will be what we're talking about, not this pass defense for Ohio State, because I think it will improve. But I think when you talk about a new, maybe a wart popping up, it might be Ohio State trying to defend a running quarterback.
See, I think, but isn't that why the bullet position matters this year for Ohio State? So they can be multiple.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to see, I'm just going to piggyback off that. I think you're going to
For the
see
bonus
Anthony Brown.
prediction
I think you're going to see
Getting
Anthony
greedy.
Brown knocked out of the game, and Oregon have to go to a true freshman quarterback.
Who's
and,
going to knock him out?
It's going to have to be Taraja Mitchell. That's all he does is knock people out.
We're throwing. He's
almost
throwing
knocked
out
himself
5 bold
out.
predictions. All
Right.
right.
Almost knocked himself out last game.
That's what he does.
The bad target.
He's
call.
so good at it.
So, all right, a lot of great analysis here. Josh Proctor pick 6. Simple for my.
That's
for
bold.
my last
Just
bold
asserting
prediction.
that he's definitely going to play.
I think he.
I like
I
it.
think it's bold enough. He's gonna. He's gonna play. He's gonna play. He's not gonna be the one to knock out Anthony Brown.
Zach Attack is back,
But
y'all.
if
He will definitely try if he gets the chance.
if he plays, he's getting a pick 6, and Oregon's gonna be down 2-3 scores pretty early in the first half. Oregon's gonna have to. They're gonna have to throw the ball over the yard, and I think it's just gonna, whether it's Proctor or someone else, there's gonna be a pick 6 in the game. Is that better, Berm?
I like it.
I do think Proctor will play. This is everyone who's close. I think we'll get the nod here for Ohio State. I think I was told it was just soreness. We'll see if that winds up being the case by the time the availability report comes out on Saturday morning. We'll see. It did seem like it was going to be close, and those guys, Cam Brown, Seven Banks, Josh Proctor, maybe Court Williams. We'll see. I think knowing what's coming the next 2 weeks, Ohio State will put everything out there that they can to try and get through this one, knowing that a breather's coming. The other way that they'll do that is by getting another strip sack from Zach Harrison. I
Ooh.
think
Is that his thing now?
he might have one of those a game. That's just, pour it into one big play when Ohio State needs it. He had a chance. He was, Spencer and I were watching that drive right before he got it, how close he was. This guy's going to be in position to make a lot of those plays this year. I think he'll get a second one. Maybe it'll knock Anthony Brown out of the game. I don't know. That's Berm's thing, not mine.
So bold.
But I think, are we all expecting a cover? And Zach, you said the line seemed low to you. I think that means you were expecting an easy cover. I said 35 points. Berm.
I think Ohio State will win 49-24.
Okay.
So I guess that's a cover.
We just taught him how spreads work, so
I've
that's
got-
good for.
I've got
Now he's showing off.
55-28, so yeah.
Okay. And we dropped enough Tim May references. He'll be ready to get back out here and try and jump on this show next week. We love you, Tim. It's all in good fun. Spencer Holbrook, Zach Carpenter, Jeremy Birmingham. I'm Austin Ward. These have been bold predictions, guaranteed to potentially be true. Enjoy the game on Saturday at noon, Ohio State and Oregon. Full coverage on LettermenRow.com.